He said, come on out, camper. Oh! What a kill! Yeah.
No way.
Simon, I have no idea what BO Zombies is. Oh, this guy, that was a good play by him. Oh, he got a death finish on me. Epic, epic kills. That gets a clip.
The guy up at the top of the hill.
Yeah.
I just wanna go softly, softly.
Oh, I've got no bullets. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Scared my dog. I don't like it. Son of a bitch. Oh, one. Oh, that was... Oh, good game. That was very good. Oof.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello.
We'll make it quick now.
There
I
we go.
could just leave anytime. It makes no difference to me.
Oh, good afternoon. Welcome along to the stream. Hope you're doing well.
Late night glow screens flicker. Fletch is live, a quick picker. Laughs in chaos in
We are going to be doing a bit of AI labs today.
worlds and wild schemes crashing through your wildest dreams. By the beard of Fletch we ride through the streams when beams collide. Click that follow.
What does that mean? Well, basically, we're going to stick on a bit of lo-fi.
7,000 fucking pigeons.
Hey, Forbidden, how you getting on, buddy? We're going to listen to a little bit of lo-fi. I'll turn that down probably, because it's just a bit... I feel it's a bit loud. It's in there. I'll just turn it down to about that, maybe. So that shows it's still playing, but it's not meant to be playing. Oh, right, it's playing in my headphones. I'm good, Forbidden. I'm good. How are you, buddy? What's happening? What's happening on your Sunday afternoon? Are you having a good one? Who's that? Andre? Andre, how you getting on, buddy? What's happening? What is the crack? Are you well? Just as you can see, I'm still kind of getting set up. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, Andrew. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Just chilling. We're gonna, you know, we're gonna do the usual today with the AI labs. We're gonna get going. We're gonna make something. I'm gonna show you the new game. The new game suggestions. Add tags. Shit, I did not get those. Get them from here, don't I? Yeah, I can get them from here. There they are. Save. I'm doing pretty good. Just been busting my ass. Hi, Cavatar. How are you getting on? Are you well? Thanks very much for joining in today. Hope you're doing well. If you've come for the AI lab day, then you're in the right place. So, without further ado, let's get going. So, what are today's game suggestions? Let's have a quick look first and foremost, right? So, every week on a Sunday, I get new game suggestions, and they are automated. We're going to build something a little bit different today, I think, because I was talking to my brother-in-law last night about this, and he told me basically, don't trust AI. And I was like, well, why not? Because, like, it's doing pretty okay. I mean, the game suggestions have been pretty okay. Like, this week's game suggestions are Wolfenstein, the Flame in the Flood, the Turning Test, I can't even pronounce that one, Director's Cut, Binary Domain. So we'll check the links and stuff like that. We'll make sure they all look okay. So Spectrum Retreat looks fine. Vanquish looks fine. Soma looks fine. Now, saying that, usually what happens is this code sometimes ends up being incorrect. The incorrect link that I need for the file. So basically, I've got a file here in data rosters. I have to create or add a new file. It has to be named the same. Yeah, discard that. It has to be the same naming convention here. So like 2025, 09, and 28 will be today's date. 0928, and then .json, I guess, is going to be the name of the file. And then I pop that in, and then the site's ready to go. Just so that you're wondering, like, what do you mean the site's ready to go? So if I go into the last one, for example, in the actions in GitHub, this is all free, by the way. Like, I do this every week. This is wrong here. Like, but anyway, like, we'll go to I do this every week. Well, most weeks I do it when I can be bothered. And this site will update, and it's looking for today's file. So it can't find the file because I haven't created it yet. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. Right, so we fix the file, we'll look at the new game suggestions, and then we go from there. And then we'll go and build something that I think is going to be... I think it's probably going to take over from this this flow, I guess. And I'll share my idea with you. 2025 09 28 and then .json. Right, that's the file. Pop it in there. Looks pretty okay. Commit the change, and boom. Right, then we watch it over here in the issues. The actions, and you can see it's building here, right? So once that's queued and once it's ready to go, we're good. Ooh, Wolfenstein is a really good game. Yeah, I've seen a lot of. I guess I've seen a lot of. Like shorts on my feed on YouTube recently, and I think we might end up playing it. I might end up playing it. We'll see. See what happens. Put the audio up here so I can actually see what's happening. By the way, can you hear audio? Is there audio? Because, like, it says it's not streaming, but, like, I don't want you to have two different... I don't know if it's gonna... Oh, there you go. You should only have one audio now, which is my voice, and then the browser, right? This looks like it's built. So it's deployed. It looks like it's deployed. We can just refresh this, and there's the new games. Boom. Boom, boom. Just like that, it's worked. All right. Obviously, I don't see Wolfenstein in there because it gave me 2 sets of games this week for some reason. I don't know why, but these are all the games. So let's go check them out, right? So the first one is Spec Ops, right? The Line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this here. And my brother-in-law did tell me to check isthereanydeal.com as well to make sure that this is the right price. So we're going to compare this to actually see, is it the right price, right? So this is on Steam for 20 quid. And then we're going to check, is there any deal? And see if it's cheaper or not. And if it's not cheaper, then AI has not done its job properly, basically, right? So Spec Ops The Line. Spec Ops The Line. Yeah, that's not my birthday, but yeah. All right. So then we do this. But you know what? Actually, I'm just going to pop out the unpin. I'm going to unpin this, right? I'm going to keep that going, actually. And then what I'm going to do is... Can I automatically mute? Oh, wait, that's... I was like, where's that sound coming from? All right, where's Steam? Steam here. Steam B here. Okay, so this is the new game. This is one of the new games. Let's have a gander.
Attempted evacuation of Dubai ended in complete failure.
Dubai's running out of time, gentlemen. Let's move. Actually think we just let you walk.
I mean, what type of game is this? It's a third-person modern military shooter designed to challenge players' morality by putting them in the middle of an unspeakable situations. The Line is no support. Oh shit! It's no longer supported on Steam. Wonder why that is. That's interesting. Well, in that case, we'll probably take it out. No point in watching a thing, but like, let's check this. Let's go to isthereanydeal.com. Isthereanydeal.com. And then we'll search for it in here. Please search over here. Boom. Right, so I see it for $3.99 over here on Steam, even though it's not on Steam anymore, look. Yeah, it's not on Steam anymore, so... It says $3.99, so even the price is low here, right? Pretty bad score, I would say, for a game. Alright, let's move on. We got The Flame in the Flood. Let's make sure we copy this. Pop it over here. Wait, hopefully that won't autoplay. Brilliant. Fantastic. Right, so my price, or the price that I've been advised, is Steam is $14.99. Is it $14.99? It's not $14.99. Look, it's actually $2.24. It's usually $14.99, but it's down to $2.24. So basically, this is wrong. That's interesting. Right, and then we'll go and search this game over here. Yeah, $2.24 on Steam. Brilliant. There you go. Down from $4.99 or $14.99. I actually got it on Joe Boogie and GOG as well, so we can get it for $2.29 as well on GOG. That's interesting. All right, well, let's go watch the trailer and figure out if it's a good game or not. So what type of game is this? Let's put that back to the beginning. A roguelike river journey through the backwaters of a forgotten post-societal America. Forge, craft, evade predators. Oh, okay. It's got good reviews, 9 out of 10. And it is a single-player game. It's a roguelike predators from the art director of BioShock. Oh, okay. Well, I'm expecting big things then. Let's have a look. It looks like a top-down third-person game. Oh, hold on. Maybe not. Oh, no, I was wrong. I don't know if this is gameplay or not. Looks interesting though. That didn't really give me much detail at all. Let's see if there's another trailer. Ah, this looks a bit better. Ravens alert wolves. Oh, shit. Oh, those types of wolves? Oh, okay. Oh, there's 3 wolves. Wolves fear fire. Well, that's... Oh, snakes. Fire attracts snakes. Well, let's leave the fire over there then. Yeah. Interesting. Oh. Oh, okay. Boars are mean. Yep, boars are mean. Oh, shit, big bears. So you just basically gotta avoid everything in this game. Looks pretty fun, though. Oh, bears kill boars. Oh. Oh, okay. That's interesting. It's only $2.24. I'm gonna add it to my cart, I think. I might buy... What is this? What is this bundle? Oh, let's have a look, because I might end up buying this as well. No, that doesn't look like something I like. I think I'm gonna add this one to my cart though. That looks pretty cool. And then, okay, so I like that game, and it was the right price. Interesting. The Turning Test is the next game. Let's have a look. It says 20 quid here, and this is on... Doesn't say... I should put where... It's a first-person puzzle, sci-fi. I don't know where this game is. It's Steam as well. Okay, cool. Doesn't look like there is a video for that. So let's have a look at YouTube. Let's load up YouTube and then we'll pop that in there. Trailer. And then we'll just IGN, yeah, we'll get this one. We'll pause that and then we'll just have a quick look here. It says the Turing Test is a challenging first-person puzzle game set on Jupiter's moon, Europa. You are Ava Turing, an engineer for the first International Space Station Agency, ISA, sent to discover the cause behind the disappearance of the ground crew stationed there. Okay. Upon arrival, a series of puzzles awaits you. Test which, according to the station's AI, Tom, can only be solved by a human. These puzzles have apparently been set by the missing ground crew, but why have they created them? And what are they hiding from? An evolving story based on mankind's intellectual need to explore, protect, and survive. You'll delve deeper into Europa's ice-crusted core and discover that the lines between man and machine begin to blur. Armed with energy manipulation tool, EMT, solve puzzles to open the way forward, learn the true cost of morality. Interesting. Okay. So let's have a look then. It does say that it's $28.99 for the collector's edition, $19.99 on Steam. And then if I look at isthereanydeal.com, and we search for it. Oh. It looks like collector's edition. Yeah. That looks like correct. So let's go to the actual page. Yeah. $19.99. So AI got it right. Okay, let's have a look at the trailer. Wait. I know that's not right. But, oh, no, it is right. Okay. Is there going to be gameplay? Oh, there's no sound. There we go.
The world turned its eyes to Europa. The discovery of life galvanized humanity to act.
Should probably look up gameplay trailer if we're going to look up YouTube things.
We were sent to Europa to investigate life. The life we found wasn't scary or complex. It was simple and elegant, powerful. But humanity grew fearful of our discovery. So now we're 400 million miles away from home, with no hope.
The eyes are creepy. Oh, okay. That was... Oh. What's the point in that? Like, what? I don't... I was like, damn, that's impressive. But then she turned a gameplay. I think I'm going to go gameplay trailer and see what I get. Gameplay walkthrough part 1, 9 years ago. No, I'm looking for something short. What is this?
And I understand you're the first android to have...
Wait. Gameplay trailer. That was something from Once Human there a minute ago. Okay, well, let me check this out.
The Turing Test is a first-person puzzler set on
Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a gameplay trailer. Have we got a gameplay trailer at all? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, well, in that case, off we go. We won't be playing that. I'm probably... I don't know about that one. I mean... All right, we'll leave that one behind. All right, so we've tested 3 games so far. They all look pretty decent. Pretty decent. $14.99 for this next one. Binary Domain. It's a sci-fi shooter, third-person action. Doesn't say if it's a solo or co-op, which is interesting, but we'll get to find out. It's $14.99 on whatever platform that it's looking at. $14.99, but I see this here. Look at this. What is this for $2.99? What is that? $2.82 actually. All-time low, 1 year low, 80% off. Is that right? Oh, it's a pack. Yeah, it's $14.99, and then these two are just packs. Okay. Well, actually, look, Planet Play for $2.89. Fundraiser. Fanatical has it for $2.95. So I mean, it's not exactly right, but it looks kind of there. All right, so let's have a look. Don't know if this is my type of game. No, that's not my type of game. Okay. I'm gonna leave that one where it is. Okay, Alan's Wake, we've already done that. Soma, we've already done that. Vanquish. Vanquish is meant to be a pretty good game. $19.99. Pop it open in the Steam store. It says that it's $19.99, which is fine. However, is there any deal? Bum, bum, bum. €5.28. Wop, 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 wop. That is a fail right there. That is on Planet Play. What is Planet Play? I've never heard of this. Is this a grey store? How do you know if it's a grey market store? Anyone? It for £6 there. That's interesting. All right. Let's have a look at the trailer anyway. Can I?
Peggy 18.
Peggy 18. Oh, by the way, I've never read the thing of it, so let's actually go back and just pause
Peggy
that. Pause that for a sec. What kind of game is this, by the way? It's single player achievement game and Revolution sci-fi action shooter. Side boosts into PC. Battle legions of future tech enemies, a vast arsenal of weapons, including all DLC, etc. Hey, Arish, how you getting on, buddy? What's happening?
18.
So, here we go. This is the next game that we're looking at. Funny. Ooh. Ooh. I wonder if that's actual gameplay. Oh! Okay, that looks like gameplay. Oh yeah, this does not look like a game that I would play. It looks very, very chaotic. I don't think I would be playing that game. Okay, and then the last game is the Spectrum Retreat demo. This is the one that I think I'm looking forward to most. It's a demo available on Steam. Oh wait, where's the demo? I don't see the demo. single player, but okay, let's look at the trailer. Age of Winters Planetfall is a new strategy game from Triumph Studios, creators of the critically acclaimed Age of Wonders series, bringing all the exciting tactical turn-based combat and depth. Oh, it's a turn-based game, single-player online PvP. Interesting. All right, let's give it a look.
For generations, we have been warriors of the land.
Hey, Colin, what's happening, buddy?
Today, we shape our future and the world around us.
We're home, boys. Things ain't what they were. It's time to assert a little planetary dominance.
Our revolution starts here. We will reforest to expand and build a lasting peace.
We made half the universe our empire. This place should be a breeze. We are hardy, born of battle, vanguard.
Those who welcome us may join us on the journey.
This does not look like a game.
It's time for shock and awe. And we've got some beautiful new toys to develop and deploy.
We will attack from the shadows or overgrow rivals.
We own this place. Let's act like it. Let's make our presence felt. This time it's our turn. Do whatever it takes.
I don't know. I can't see me playing that one either. Can't see me playing a lot of those games. About to play on my Xbox. Nice one. Yeah, I can't see me playing that one, Age of Wonders. Anyway, these are all the games that were up today. This was this week's suggestions. If I'm honest, it doesn't look like me. It doesn't personally look like I would play any of them. Soma is available for, it says $5.99, right? But when you click on the link, psychological horror, it's $29.99 over here on GOG. So I don't know where it's getting the $5.99 from. Maybe if I search, is there any deal? I don't really see it over here for free either, so the price is completely wrong on this one. Let's have a look at the trailer anyway.
You are the result of everything around you. Everything that
What are you going to play, Colin?
You are the universe manifesting itself as you. That's a wonderful thing to be. But what a curious thing it is to be anything at all. There is no need to be concerned. You are always safe. Continue. Yes, what a curious thing to be aware of yourself. Looking out from inside your little box. You're okay. You're in a safe place.
Doesn't look fucking safe.
Interesting. Do you feel empathy for this thing? Remember, you're in a safe place. Alright, let's try again. There is no need to be concerned. You are always safe.
It doesn't look very safe to me. It looks interesting though. Out now with safe mode. I like that at the very end there. That's good. I like that at the very end there. I like that. All right, cool. Well, look, that's this week's games. If you want to check them out, head over to the GitHub site there. and you can have a look. So, what I'm thinking, right, this week, I'm going to play Gears of War 5. Oh, yeah, you were playing that. I forgot. What I'm thinking this week, right, is that basically I was wondering. You beat the DLC in one day? Nice. I was wondering, right, if I should probably not rely so much on AI for the game suggestions and basically actually start learning how to code and build my own site. Through, learning through AI, of course. Like, it could be an online tutor or whatever. Now, my brother-in-law did tell me to download a thing, VS Code, an app, Virtual Studio Code, I guess, is the name of it. And it's basically what everyone uses to write code. Suggests edits, so, and he says it's free as well, so I'm probably gonna download that anyway. Save that. And then get ready for installing that. In the meantime, right? In the meantime, I did ask, right? This was my first question to AI today, right? Was, how do I set up an RSS feed? And the reason I wanted to figure out is, like, okay, well, if I set up an RSS feed, what is RSS feed? It's like, what does RSS even mean? Like, what do you do with it? How does it work? Like, how can you get it to work for you? How can you automate it? And then if I could basically build or integrate it with an app script or a Google site, and it was like, yeah, you can absolutely do that. So let's go through it, right? So it did say, let's just say, how do I set up an RSS feed? What even is an RSS feed? What even is an RSS feed? What does it mean? What does RSS feed even mean? What does RSS feed even mean? For those of you that don't know as well, I don't know. I don't actually know what it stands for. Plain definition, RSS feed stands for really simple syndication, right? An RSS feed is just a special title or text file written in XML that lists updates from a website in a standard format. Think of it as a playlist of new content that computers and apps can read automatically. There you go. So a website, let's take isthereanydeal.com. Right, let's take isthereanydeal.com. A website publishes new content. That's what it's saying, right? So a website publishes an RSS file, usually ending in feed or .xml. That file contains entries. Each one has a title, link, description, date. RSS reader apps like Feedly. So apps already exist, right? But I don't want to download my own app. I don't want to download an app. I want to tailor my own app, if that makes sense. I want to kind of build an app for myself. Kind of like what I have on GitHub. What is that you just put in there? I don't even know what that is. Is that a nut? What is that, a bean? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically what I'm doing, right? So pick an RSS feeder. Stockage. If you want your site, your project RSS feed, create an RSS feed, blah, 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 host a file, right? And then I said, hey, can I build my own? And it's like, yeah, absolutely. There are 2 clean DIY routes with Google App Scripts that work great with Google Sites. Show other sites RSS on your Google site with an aggregator widget. You'll fetch one or more RSS feeds merge and sort posts serve as a simple HTML widget that you can embed on a site page. Go to new app script and paste this into code.js. All right, so let's go. Let's give it a go. App script. Get Google App Scripts. I think it's this one. Yeah, this one. Okay, cool. I think I have Google. I think I have it already. Google App Script. Google App Script. Is it this one? No, it's not that one either. Maybe I just go google.com. Maybe I was right the first time. This one, yeah. Get started. Go. Wait, that's not right. Who knew it was so hard? No, you're grand. Thanks. It's probably here in the apps list, I would imagine, right? Google One, Finance, Notebook LM is there. Tasks, YouTube. Keep. Calendar, Ad Center, Gemini. But no app script? Why is app scripts not here? You would think it would be at the beginning, right? Any free. Works with Gmail, calendar, docs, sheets, slides, forms, Gemini, Meet, chat, blah, blah, blah. Let's just leave these off. We don't really care about those. Done. Alright, let's take out Google, Gmail. What the hell, man? Google, G-O-O-G, Google App Scripts. S-C-R-I-P-T-S. Am I just like looking in the wrong place? This is the app that I want. How come there's no description here? Ugh. Do I just... Not interested, thanks. Have I just done this arseways, have I? Probably. That's the thing for it. But it's free. I know it's free. There, start scripting. Hey, there it is. Easy. Right, new project. Right, let's call this project a RSS feeder. Okay, what did what did this do? Right, this is deployed as a new web app. Execute as me. Anyone who accessed with the link, copy the link to the web app, embed it in a Google site. The widget auto refreshes every 10 minutes. Well, I don't want it to auto refresh. I maybe want it to update once a week or something. Publish to your own RSS feed. But like, what happens if it does refresh every 10 minutes? Does that cost money? Prepare a Google Sheet. Create a sheet named with... B. Publish your own RSS feed from Google Sheets. But it's not my own RSS. But do I want it to be my own RSS feed? App scripts for XML feed. A new app script. Paste. Deploy as a web app. Alternatives. Enhancements. Okay. Well, let's... I don't know what this is going to do. I genuinely don't know what this is going to do. Deploy as a web app, right? And we're just going to RSS v1. Only me. Deploy. Oh, verified this app. Advanced. Go to RSS feed. Unsafe. Why is it unsafe? Allow. So we copy this, press done, and then we go sites.google.com. Go in here. We'll create a new page. From embed, and we'll go RSS feeder. Add embed. Oh, by URL. Done. But I don't know what this is supposed to do. Like, that's the add your real feed URLs in feed URLs. There's nothing there. Okay, so what I do now, right, is I go here, take this, and then I go to Gemini and I go a new chat, because now we're actually going to build what it looks like the front end, if that makes sense. We're going to connect the front end and the back end. So new chat. And it's on 2.5 Flash. And do I have any vibe code gems set up? No. I need to set up a gem where I've vibe coding, because I've vibe coded a few sites now. So, okay. So what we're going to do, right, first of all, is we're going to use AI to build a prompt. Right, and then we're going to use that prompt to build the AI script, if that makes sense. So we'll need to open Gemini in 2 windows. And put them next to each other, right? So here's the... So we want to be a front end, a full stack developer, I guess. Full stack developer. We want to be a full stack developer with full knowledge of all code languages. Our task, right? Our task is to create... Can I talk to... Can I just, like... How do I... Can I enable my microphone to just talk to this, I wonder? That would be pretty cool if I could just insert my voice here. You know, I might try and vibe code... I might try and vibe code that in to turn on my microphone to actually just tell it what I want to do, instead of having to type all this shit out. Anyway, to create a front end, to create a web page for a web page app, I guess, web page app. That will ultimately that will allow users to embed or add a URL What's happened here? Your microphone is news. Oh, shit. Have I just been talking to myself for an hour and no voice? a URL which will be used to get an RSS feed. Users, I've been able to hear you. Oh, okay. I've no knowledge. The user doesn't understand how RSS feeds work. So when a URL is added, it should post it somewhere like Google Sheets, I guess. The stack should probably be Sheets, app script, Google site, something like that, or something like that. So I think what I'm gonna have to do, right, is I'm probably gonna have to delete this project. Because this doesn't work anyway. Like nothing's working here. Like you can clearly see that nothing works, right? So that was ChatGPT's goal at building, giving me code that does nothing. So I'm just like, all right. This will update or refresh once a week to pull in new game suggestions. Games have certain from different sites. The user has criteria that they would like the site or backend per user, I guess, i.e. me, I would only like to about games less than €20. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work either. Less than €20. Less than €20. The meet some, what do you call it? Category criteria. What is that? Alt plus 0128. What is that? I don't know. Hey Charlie, how are you getting on? Thanks very much for dropping in today. Hope you're well. I'm going to snooze that ad that's coming up on Twitch, by the way, FYI. And then constraints for the euro sign. Oh, thanks. Don't really matter now. It's probably because I have the US keyboard anyway, so like if I just... Yeah, it's probably something like that. Anyway, constraints and format. What constraints do I have, I guess? I don't really know what constraints I have here, or format. By the way, I built this prompt lab thing, right? Just to... Because I'm scared of this big box over here, like this just open free text box, because it's like, you don't generally get a good response when you just use that at all. Like, I've found in the past, you don't get a good response with that, right? That's just my own personal feelings on it. That's my universal prompt lab. What else have I got in here? Oh yeah, and I've got my my Nano Banana app as well. That's ready to go. Oh yeah, that's a different app that I built. That's a different app that I built. That's a different app that I'm building, and here's a thumbnail generator as well. Okay, so anyway, back to this. Context. What should I put in for context here? Like what? Hey Captain, how you getting on, buddy? We're building a prompt to build an RSS feeder site that will help me get better that will help me get better game suggestions for the weekly game. I'm building a prompt to build a prompt, basically. Right now is what I'm doing. So this is my like universal prompt lab, right? So instead of filling in this box here and talking back and forth to AI, I've built a prompt lab that I can do one, like it'll kind of go through prompting for prompts. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Because like, I don't want to continue talking to AI over and over and back and back and back and forth, back and forth and back. I just want like, I want it to get a good prompt that will give me a good response and not continue, you know, like that type of way. And then I can build apps and stuff like that from it. So what are my constraints? The new site will update every week. We might want to add filters. Up. We might want to add filters or filterable. Oh, be a filterable criteria. Filterable criteria to match users. I suppose like personal game choice, PRSON, personal game choices. Game theme choices, I suppose. So I'm going to try and start learning how to code as well, by the way, Captain. So this is part of the AI, I suppose, stream thing, man. So this is my general prompt, right? So this is going to be the prompt, right? You see, generate prompt, right? This is the general prompt, right? That you would give to the AI, right? But right now, what it's doing is also looking at the prompt that I've done, and it's actually looking through that and kind of improving it. Does that make sense? So if I gave this to Gemini right now in a new chat, and I'll delete these later, and I just said, hey, A, V, right? And I pop that into a canvas, and let's see what happens, right? Why does this still say generating? Right, you see, it's already started building an app for front end, suggestions for front end, right? So this is an excellent request. Given your constraints, the need for non-technical backend like Google Sheets app scripts to handle the weekly updates and user-specific filtering, this is a perfect use case for a Google Workspace solution. As a full-stack developer, I will structure this as a Google app script. So look, this was the prompt, right? Your role as a full-stack developer with knowledge of all code languages, your task is to create an app or a web page that will allow users to add a URL from basically any game site, and that'll be, you know, we'll get all of the game suggestions from there. What programming language will you learn? Python is good for beginners because it's simple. Probably Python. I don't know. It's the short answer. Charlie, I genuinely don't know. Genuinely don't know. I'm gonna use install Gemini features on that one. So look at this. This is like version 1, right? Of what I'll need, right? Oh, look, it's done back-end logic, deployment guide, front end. Right, so let's read through what it actually said to me, right? So we're building something today. The point of this stream, right, AI Labs, is like basically to build something together. You give me suggestions, I'll take them on board, and then we build something together, right? And I learn as we're going, and you learn hopefully as we're going as well, and then we can all interact and get better or whatever. It doesn't have to be specifically with AI either. Like, I mean, we just build something and then we get better at it, right? So, loading configuration and latest suggestions. I don't know about that. There are hundreds of languages. Right now, I've been doing Python for about 2 years and started Java recently as well. Java is much more difficult. Oh, okay. Well, my brother-in-law recently told me to download... what was it he told me to download there? VS Code. So that's what I done. I went and downloaded it today, earlier. VS Code. Said most... he's a full-stack developer, by the way, so should mention that. And he was like, just use that. And then I showed him some apps that AI has helped me, you know, vibe code. So, like, it's really hard to say, like, you know, like, we're building something together. We're not really building anything. AI is building it, right? I.e., it's giving me the code, and I'm not even, like, I'm not a coder. I know nothing about any of this. Like, I'm getting there. Like, I can read this, obviously. I can read it, but I don't really know, like, what these mean. You know, like, I can figure it out, you know, if I read through it. Like, you know, you could say, what does this mean, and blah, 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 blah. I get that part, right? I do get it. I'm not tick or whatever, but yeah. So I like the first iteration. Enter an RSS URL, example, from a gaming news site or deals tracker, and set your custom filters. Your suggestions will update weekly. So why is it loading straight away? So we'll go through the configuration saved. Oh, nice. Running initial fetch data. So why is it fetching right now? See, this is the problem here. Look, why is it fetching when I haven't entered anything? So if I do this, right, and go, why is it fetching when the user hasn't saved their config yet? Cool. Let's read through. Basically, AI code can be buggy. Yeah, it can be, but basically what I've done in work, I've done this in work, is I've got like a super AI vibe code template from lots of different people, and they've all given me their different instructions, and I've melded all of that together, and I've got like a vibe code gem, and it's really, really good, and it doesn't bug out as often. So I'm trying to build that here. The original, let's go back through the original prompt that I gave it so that you can see, right? I said, hey, act as a full stack developer, knowledge and code all languages. Your task is to create an app that people can enter an RSS feed or URL into. The user has criteria, you know, so we have to be able to filter. I don't think there's enough filters here, if I'm honest. And we could make it a bit more interactive by adding drop downs and stuff like that, but then you get more complicated. And then it obviously gave me this is an excellent request given your constraints and the need for non-technical backend, because I know nothing about code, to handle weekly updates, specific filtering. This is perfect because Google Workspace solution. As a full stack developer, I will structure Google AI app script web app. This setup allows Google Sheets as a database. So we're going to go, the stack is Google Sheets, app scripts for the heavy lifting and parsing, and then the HTML JavaScript is hosted there as well as part of the sites, and then you deploy the app and then you just get the URL, blah 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 blah. So that's pretty good. What do I'm in operations. I work in e-commerce. My job is shipping, but I'm trying to learn more about AI and how it can help me do my job. But I'm more interested in how do I move from the role or job that I'm doing into something more meaningful, like, you know, like something that I get more. I don't know how to put it, like more value out of for me, like. The job, like, you know, you'll talk to everyone, and like everyone has a job, but a lot of people don't like their jobs. I don't necessarily like the job that I have. It's a job, it gives me lots of money, I'm good at it. However, it's not fulfilling. Does that make sense? It doesn't give me gratification. Do you know that way? I want to move into an area that I'm passionate about, and I feel really passionate about this. Not AI, but like creating things, like really UI, UX, how AI can help with that, building apps and applications and front end, you know, like yeah. Anyway, don't need to get into that. That's anyway. So we have the files that it's created, which is great. And we've got the app script containing the logic for the fetch data. Oh, hold on. Just pause. I'll be right back. 1 sec. Sorry, some of my in-laws were just up visiting and now they're leaving. So, yeah, I'd hate to have a job I don't like. I'm in my last year of secondary school right now, and I'll study computer science in college, so hopefully I can get a job as a programmer. Nice one! Well, there's another guy here, Captain, who's in the other channel, who had his first day in uni, I think it was, or college. Was it last week, Captain, if you're still here? And he's also just gone into computer science. So... but yeah, here's what it said to me, right? We have the files, and the architecture ensures weekly updates are handled by a scheduled app script trigger. Pre-user configuration. User criteria are stored in a Google Sheet, fine. and then simplified interface. Fantastic. Okay, so the interface, I mean, it's very, you know, it's nice to look at. It's very simple. Initially, that's my initial thoughts. So let's look at the deployment guide and the structure. So, I love the way uni was good on Friday. Next lesson Tuesday. Nice one, Captain. Nice one. Fantastic. Good news. That's brilliant. Well done. By the way, where is chat? Where is the chat window at this moment in time? I haven't really... Oh, it's over there. Okay, so it's like down here if you're watching on desktop, and it's up there if you're watching on mobile. Fine. So deployment guide. I could actually take this. Look, I love this about Gemini. I absolutely love this about Gemini, right? So all of the instructions are here, right? I could actually go into Gemini over here. I love this feature, right? Where you could just create. And then I could actually... Also, why does the chat window have colors inverted? I have no idea. Oh, because if I don't invert them, I think there was a problem when I was setting it up. That if they weren't, when they weren't inverted, you couldn't see anything. You actually couldn't see any text, whatever way it was. One of my friends was helping me set this up. It's also a streamer. So yeah, that's why the colors are inverted. But anyway, yeah, I could literally set up a web page. Like, I could click this and it would give me another web page. I love that. Right, so deployment guide, step by step. With the green emojis. I mean, I'm colorblind, so I can't even see where you're talking about green, so whatever. But yeah, I mean, when it's not, especially it's just on this specific screen. I think it's something to do with the background and the editor that's open at the moment in the canvas. Like when it was on non-inversion, you couldn't see any text at all. Like testing, and I tested for like 2 hours doing this setup. Right, so Google Sheets, create a new Google Sheet. So we need to go straight away. I'm going to close this. We're going to probably end up closing that as well. So we're going to go Google Sheets. And we're going to create a new Google Sheet. So, oof, that is so bright. It's actually ridiculously bright, right? And then we go extensions, and then you go app script. And that's how the two are basically connected then, end to end, right? So then we're going to call this, what are we going to call it? Is it actually told me to name it? Yep, look, Game RSS Database, right? So Game RSS Database is the name of the sheet. Boom, just like that. And I'm going to star this for later. And then, what else has it said to me? It said, verify sheets. The script, Game RSS backend GAS, will automatically create and initialize the following 2 tabs if they don't exist. Stores RSS URL and filter criteria for each user. Ooh, so this means like if and when I end up building this and I share it with you guys, I guess, and store it in my sites, that you could end up creating your own user profile, which is interesting. By the way, my niece bought me this today. Look at this thing. This is so cool. It's like one of them things for, you know, people, like, it's like a fidget spinner, but it's even nicer than a fidget spinner. Look at this. Look, you see this? This thing is so cool. It's just 3D printed. So cool. Anyway, I thought that was nice for her. She's only 11. Yeah, I mean, like, it is pretty cool. Like, she knows I've got bad ADHD, so it's like, fucking, like, my brother-in-law, also the full stack developer, he has a 3D printer, and he said he can print this for 14p, and it cost a $5. Yeah. Anyway, I'll create these 2 sheets, and then app script setup. Open the app script editor in your new Google Sheet. We've done that. We've just done that. You've seen that. Okay, so usually Code.js to rename the default file, usually Code.js to game RSS. Ah, okay, so I have to rename it. Okay, so let's rename this. Code.js, rename to that. And it's important, by the way, it's so bright. I don't know how to activate dark mode on here. Because I don't know how bright that is for you folks, like, but it feels like it's super bright. And I don't even know how well you guys can actually see that. Give me one sec. Let me see if I can put on dark mode here. No, it doesn't allow me. Maybe in settings. Hey Sean, welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you getting on? Maybe in settings in here? Or do you think it's a Google thing? It's probably a Google thing, right? Can I search for dark mode? No. Alright, never mind. So I've renamed it. It's really important that I've renamed it. Let's go back to the instructions. Give me points. No, you fucking wasted them all. You have to stay here and earn them like everyone else. Okay, copy and paste the entire content of the game.js file provided in the new. This is not how you access the dark internet. Click plus, and then add a new file for HTML. Okay, so that's going to be the front end. It's going to be game RSS front end, so we need that. By the way, anytime I've usually done this, it's worked out pretty good. So that's the front end. Let's go back into the instructions, go back here, and then we go to backend logic. Boom, copy that. Pop that over here, paste that in there. Just replace the entire thing, which is fine. And then we get the front end logic, which is here, which is that, and we get the code, right? We pop that into the front end, like that, right? And then you make sure that you save it. Did it say what I should call this project? I don't think it did, right? In the deployment guide. In the editor, blah, 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 blah. Run and initiate. Run initial setup function. In the app script editor, select the function setup weekly trigger. Oh. Trigger from the drop down menu in the run icon. Must be in here. Oh. There it is. Right, what's next? And click the play button. Okay, so it's going to ask me for authorization and all that shit, right? So we run. Oh. Oh, select. Right, so it's done. Yeah, weekly trigger created. Fantastic. Great. What's next? Okay, deploy as a web app. Make the front end accessible via URL. In the app script editor, click deploy on the top right and select the new deployment. Select the new deployment. Select type, click the gear icon, web app, configuration, description, RSS feed interface. Oh, well, I'm just going to name the project Game RSS, or RSS Games, or something like that, maybe. RSS Games. Cool. Did it say do anything else with this? Hey, you can't give me deaths. How dare you? Execute as me. Who has access? Anyone with a Google account. If you want to restrict it slightly. Deploy. Click deploy. You will get an URL with the web app. Do that. First, run usage. Open the web URL. Add a configuration. Paste your RSS feed URL into the input. Set the max price. Enter categories. Save, and the script will immediately fetch the data. Note: on the price category extraction, the current script uses a simple method to extract the price. Looks for numbers near the euro symbol and categories. Looks for common word keywords within the item's description, the accuracy, suggestions, how clearly this information is provided in the source RSS. Okay. So, I'm noticing that in the build so far, it looks fairly easy, right? So, I've ran the thing. Do I change this back? Do I change this back to an initialized spreadsheet, or it didn't say, do I change this back? Or like it didn't say, what do I do next? It didn't say that, so it's criteria from the Google Sheet as well as display user initialization. Okay, so completed. What should I change this back to? Because it's not very clear what I should change that back to. What does RSS stand for? Good question. Great question, actually. We answered that earlier at the very, very top of the stream, right? So if I go back to here, basically, I asked this chat earlier, what does RSS even mean, right? RSS stands for really simple syndication, right? The way to think about it is it's a playlist of new content that computers and apps can read automatically, right? So think if a website publishes an RSS file, usually ending in /feed or XML, like Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, any of your social platforms, or gaming platforms, or anything like that, then your specific RSS feed, you can build your own feed, your own whatever you want, feed of things to go down that doom scroll, list on your phone and basically do that. But what I want to do is build a site that you guys and I can access and work on together that gives us weekly game choices based on my or your categories, I guess, or themes, or like games you want me to play, like. Oh, sorry, thanks. Basically, I was saying that I want us to build a site like this that'll be community driven by you and I. So, yeah, my mic did cut out. You're right. I ended up muting it by accident. So what'll happen is you'll end up interacting with the front end. Like, we'll go back to the front end and have a look at it again, right? So that's the front end. You'll end up interacting with the front end, yeah? You'll put a game feed in here from a game site, and it has to end in feed.xml, right? Something like that, I guess. You'll enter the price, and then we'll end up like having a front end website like this, or a front end I want to interact with your... I almost read all of that sentence out loud. Oh, John. We'll end up having a site like this anyway that we can really... that we can all interact with, basically. Like, there'll be, for instance, Charlie or Sean or Captain or whoever's watching, right? What'll end up happening is there'll be like if you think about each one of these cards with your name on it or my name on it or whatever, and then you'll go into that section and see your specific feed of games. But that's the beauty. I don't... GitHub, I guess, or something like that for free, because this right now is being hosted on GitHub. What you're looking at right this very second is being hosted for free on GitHub. So I'm guessing GitHub, and it's not going to be... It's going to be free. That's the point. I want it to be free. Yeah, it's just like a site for developers and stuff like that, Sean. So I'm guessing that's how it'll be hosted. I don't know, because I'm learning this shit as I go, man. I'm literally learning this as I go. So what I know is... Oh, give me a sec. Back in a sec. Apologies, more in-laws were leaving there. Back again. Yeah, I hope forgets, Sean. I hope forgets. Hey, Pookie. Okay, so I guess that's how it'll work. Sorry, I have to go. No problem, Charlie. No problem at all. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the next bit. The next bit, I suppose is... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This was for the weekly trigger. Okay, that's a very good question. I have to clarify. Once you've successfully run the weekly trigger function and grant permissions, you are completely done with that function. The drop-down selection in the app script editor, which only controls functions, which function you want to manually run or debug when you run the button. For the web app to function correctly when accessed via its deploy URL, executes the do-get function named do-get. Therefore, you can leave it as is. The weekly trigger you just set up will continue to run automatically every week, regardless of what's selected in the drop-down. Ah, okay. Change it back to do-get. This is the function that serves your front-end HTML. Selecting do-get is helpful if you ever want to quickly test. Well, we'll just change it back to do-get then, because that's... I don't see do-get. That's the problem. I don't see do get. It's usually at the top anyway, so. Okay, so now we deploy it. I think we deploy it now. I think that's the next step, anyway, in our guide. Open the web app. Okay, so deploy as a web app. App script editor, configuration, description, game SSRS. Oh yeah, I have to give it a name. Like that. Okay, so let's deploy. New deployment. As a web app. Pop that in there. Me, only myself for now. And then I'll deploy differently, maybe at some other time. Just, yeah, we want to make sure it works and all that jazz. And then we get rid of this shit here. We go to embed, URL, boom. And insert. Oh no. Do get function not found. Oh no! Alright, so then we have to snip. Grab that. And then say it's not found. And tell Gemini. Ugh, look, don't worry about that. Just give me. It says there's no do get function. What are you talking about, Gemini? Oh, there's the do get function now. So now it's built it in. Why are you... Did you spend all your beer bucks already? Surely you should have more at this stage, right? Remember we tried to search this before, right? And it won't give you... It won't show me that you're even part of the community until you have points. So there's no point in me even checking. Like, to go, I can't even give you points until you have points. Does that... Do you remember we looked at this before? Right, so that's the back end done, do get, and then redeploy. Okay, so like, let's deploy now. Manage deployments. So version 2 already, right? Look, new version. Boom, let's do that. Grab this, done, pop that. Delete it out of here, add embed, URL, and there it is, it's live. That's it, just like that. It's live. Right? So the next question is, I noticed, right, in the front end, if we look at the app, right, it's how will users set, or how will users find a site's RSS? That's a very common question, as RSS feeds are not always prominently displayed. The part of the canvas only asks for URL but doesn't explain how to find it. Site purpose. Expanded. What if... I'm going to say, what if... This should be for non-tech... non-technical users. So asking for advising is redundant. Why can we not enter a site URL? Example. Isthereanydeal.com. I'm going to use that as the example here, right? Isthereanydeal.com. And then I'm going to pop that like that. And is captured as part of the SCRIPT process when submitting. That's an excellent question. You're absolutely right. For non-technical user, asking them to find copy-specific RSS link is a frustrating step. That's why we should eliminate it. Yes! The reason the current system asks for the RSS URL is because there is no single standard way to find an RSS feed based on the main site URL alone. However, we can modify the script to try a few common guesses, which will cover most popular gaming blog formats. Cool. That's alright. If a user enters isthereanydeal.com, the script needs to know if the actual feed is at there, or there. The solution, automatic feed detection. I can update the app script backend to handle the following checks, okay, and a fallback error. Brilliant.
Do you want to form?
Oh, did I get a new follower?
With me.
Nice one. Thank you. So the back-end logic is updated. We don't need to update the front-end logic. Okay, so the new function URL attempts to fetch the input URL. If it fails, detect RSS. Tries adding that or other common suffixes. Save. 2. Save configuration update. Update. The script now calls this blah, 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 the single use. So redeploy the web app. Significantly improves the user experience, allowing them to simply paste in a single time. Remember to redeploy the web app. Okay, so let's get the back end of the logic again. Pop it into code.js. So we're completely deleting that, and now we're grabbing front end logic again because we don't even. Do we need to? No, we don't need to update functions this time. Oh, okay. I think we do. What are you saying welcome for? Oh, you're just saying welcome to the community. Well done, Sean. Nice one. Okay, so it is updating the front end. And this is where it gets, I think this is where it becomes a little bit fun. Right? So now I have a new front end logic as well, right? So we update the HTML in here. Get rid of that. Pop that in there. We save. And then we redeploy. Okay, and we had a name for this, didn't we? We did have a name. It was in our guide, right? I'm happy to send this to anyone, by the way, if anyone wants to give this a go themselves. I mean, it's not difficult. It has the full instructions here, so if you want to give this a go, let me know in the Discord and I can pop in the instructions and you can give it a go yourself. No problem. I'll probably end up creating a thread on the AI Labs AI Labs channel in the in the Discord and then just popping it in there anyway. Game interface, and then we'll do that. Copy the web app ID, blah, 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 blah. And then go here, get rid of that, delete that, add embed from the URL, boom. And this is what it looks like now, right? So if I was to upload, is there any deal here? Let's give it a go, right? I'm going to publish this and we're going to test it, right? I'm going to put in an address that you can't see. Yeah, I don't really care. Anyway, okay. Right. Oh. All right, so it's working there now. So it did say on the first run. Let's see if it's added the two new sheets. I don't see the two new sheets on the database here. So in the instructions, it did say at the very top, right? Create the sheet, blah, 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 blah. Verify sheets. The script will automatically create and initialize two tabs if they don't exist. I don't think this has happened. I don't think this has happened. I don't think this has happened, as I only see sheet 1. Is it sheet 1 or sheet 1? Sheet 1 with no space. Sheet 1 with no space in the sheet. After running running the initial initial setup function. No, they did. They joined on Twitch. Yep. They followed on Twitch. Yep. They did. Right, it says, I acknowledge your feedback regarding the Canvas's deployment guide and your observation that the sheets were not created in Run. This is a very common issue during the initial setup of the app script because the sheet creation logic is designed to run when the script first interacts with the spreadsheet. But the setup trigger itself might not be enough. The sheet creation and initialization logic is actually contained within the initialization spreadsheet, function, which is actually called by the user functions. And this, but not directly by setup with the trigger. To ensure the tabs are immediately after deployment, I'll update the guide explicitly and instruct the user functionality to run. Here's the deployment guide. Okay, so what's the next thing? It doesn't exist. Deployment guide, okay. In the editor, rename that, do that. So we've done that already. Front end, yep. Okay. Run initialization functions, cool. Initialize sheets. Select the initialize sheets function, okay, from the drop down. So we have to go back in here into... What?
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay? It's this one. Ah, okay. So then we have to run the initialization spreadsheet, and then we have to run that. Okay, that looks good. And oh, look, it's created them. Fantastic. So I think we can get rid of that now. So now it's got user ID last updated. Where does the user ID come from is what I'm wondering. Okay, that's the next question we should be asking. Nobody told me about the gay meeting today. Alright, so we've got user ID. Where does the user ID come from is what I want to know. Where does user ID actually get entered? When on front end, so like how do we capture a user ID? Because it's not captured here on the front end. So I'm noticing that on the spreadsheet, on the Google Sheet, there's a user ID column. However, I also note that on the front end there is nowhere to capture this. Why does he have porn music in there? It's not porn music. It's just low. It's low vibe. It's Japanese low vibe. That's all it is. Like, it's Neon Tokyo's 80s dreams, lo-fi, blah 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 blah. I'll probably get copyright striked for it. I don't care. 90s softcore, Jesus. Sean, you're not allowed to talk like that. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, we could make our own AI music as well again. Hey, Danny, thanks very much for the follow on TikTok. Hey, appreciate that, buddy. Welcome into the chat. Current session ID. I understand your concern. You're absolutely correct that while the Google Sheet backend has a column for user ID to separate data, the front-end canvas does not currently display or reference this ID, making it feel less personalized. In the app script environment, the user ID is typically managed automatically by the backend, using the execution context of the logged-in user, or hard-coded ID for simplicity, like demo user A. In the current script logic, the user doesn't need to manually enter it. To address this and give you confidence that your configuration is being saved correctly uniquely, I've updated the canvas to display the current session ID, which is the identifier used in the Google Sheet. Here is the updated. Oh, okay, so it's not something that I actually need then. Okay, so capture different that's a bit weird. To start, what do you say? Contributing. Well, your Streamlabs told me to. Why did it tell you to? What? That's an excellent clarification. What happened here? It just stopped. You are correct. In the current setup, user ID is not strictly needed for the function because it's hard-coded. However, you are noticing key feature that a scalable user ID mechanism you need to support multiple people in your community. The current app script setup automatically signs the user in anonymously or as the deploying Google account owner. The session ID, blah, 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 or functionally usable. Links to the person. If you want different people in your community to have their own feeds, the backend needs adjustment. For authentication, on option 1, separate feeds for authenticated users recommended to allow different community members to have their own configurations. We need to switch user ID from the current hard-coded to allow the access. To implement this, you would need to change on one line in the game as this, blah 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 blah. Action required. Now, when a user from your community accesses a unique web app, they will be prompted to log in to their Google account. Session ID will display. Okay. Okay. Please. Please update the files. Fletch would be a great ASMR channel. Why? Is it because I'm not really talking and this music is on in the background, or like how is the stream going? Why the rest fell asleep? Oh, this, yeah, well, like how's the how do we think the stream's going so far? Is it going okay? Three views. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. That's incredible. I just fuck all over here happening. Okay, so it's updated all the code here. Blah, 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 blah. So we'll grab all of this shit here. And then we'll pop that into Game.js again. And it said that it's updated the deployment logic as well. So we'll go back in here. Google Sheet, database, back end, front end. We've done that. So we've done that. We've got the 2 new tabs. We've set up the weekly trigger, authorization. The first time you run a function, you will be prompted. Yep, we've done that. Deploy as a web app, important for multi-user. To ensure the app correctly identifies each user in your community, the deployment settings must be configured as follows. In the app script editor, deploy top right, new deployment, manage deployment. Select the app here, web app. Configuration must be set as acceptably me. This ensures me. And then anyone with a Google account, this function is set, blah, 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 blah. Click deploy, first run, open the web app, logged in, add a configuration, enter your desired source, blah, 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 blah. Click save. The script will automatically fetch the suggestions every week. Fantastic. Okay. So, new deployment, ready to go. Version 4. Need that. What are you actually talking about? Use fucking right, so we need to get rid of that. We need to delete that. Add embed, do that. Insert. Publish. Publish. And then we go to the site. Okay, so is there any deal.com? Boom, let's get it. Let's see if the new feeder works, right? Max, we want RPG. We want a FPS. We want cinematic. Oh, Arlo, you stink. Save. I don't know what happens now, by the way. Ooh, something happened. Error. Oh no. Look. Failed to detect RSS feed as istthereadydeal.com. Please try entering the specific link directly. Okay. So that's when we go to Google and say, is there an RSS feed? Or is there any deal.com? Meanwhile, while we're looking for that, we do have a site that we do like, which is this site here. We love every game. So I'm going to actually check this, and I'm going to try that one. And I'm going to go 20 quid and then save. And did they go in here? No, they didn't. So there is a feed here, look. Like, I'm confused about that. Could I copy this, do you think? And then... Look at that. Feeds. Why is that not working? That is interesting, isn't it? Error, error, error. Oh. Oh. No, it's this one. Why? Hi, Ben Uterus. I think make a few fun projects myself with Google AI Studio, all working, but I deployed them with Manus. What is Manus? That sounds interesting. We'll talk about Google AI Studio just before the end. It looks like automatic RSS detection is failing for the specific URL, even though it ends with feeds, right? The error message, blah, 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 please try entering the link directly, means that our automated script tried several common suffixes like feeds, RSS, XML, and also tried the link you provided directly, but it was unable to confirm that the URL served a valid, properly formatted RSS or Antom XML documentation. Why this happens? The script uses this to parse the URL if the page returns a regular HTML web page instead of an XML feed, or if the URL requires specific headers or authentication, the automatic detection fails. How to fix this? Since the automatic detection failed, you need to find the exact raw RSS link, for that site, paste it in the source field. Here are two quick ways to find and correct feed URL for that specific site. Search the site's footer or header, look for small orange RSS icon or a link labeled RSS or feed. But that's what it does. It says feed, try our feed. Click here. This is the feed right here. It's right here. It's like right there. Like it's right there. This is so funny. So like that is the feed. Like, I mean, what? Use a search engine search for the site name plus RSS feed. Alright, so then if we do... Okay, is there any deal.com provides RSS feed for various types of content. You can access RSS feed for deals, bundles, and giveaways on their platform. Well, I'm going to open up that, surely. Is there any deal EU supports filters and options? Okay, so to customize content. Alright. So, this should work. Right. This is when I start to get frustrated with AI or the sites that I build. Because it says that they work, but it doesn't work. Even though I get the specific feed. Right? So look, so if I bang this back into, look, is there any deal? Right? So, waitlist notifications. You don't have to be logged in here, so like, why? I don't understand this, right? So this is is there any deal.com's feed? Page is our filter for game type RPG. I even managed to create a card battler with it. Oh, no way. With Monster Trap and Logic Magic cards? No way, class! I was trying to create like a social media platform for myself. Like, well, not social media. It was like, basically you'd log in and it would look at your stream and then capture all the highlights from the stream. Something like Eclipse, but personalized for me. This is an excellent catch. Right to focus interplay between the feed source and the filter. Based on the screenshot you provided of is there any deal RSS feed page, your current filter configuration is likely causing no suggestions issue, but not because the filter is broken, but it's because the filter is being applied to data that doesn't contain the necessary keywords. Interesting. The problem is the data structure mismatch. The feed URL you are likely using is a generic deal feed from Is There Any Deal? Well, that's kind of what I want to look at. This feed is great for price, but its title and description may not contain detailed game genres. Okay. Your filter you have set, blah, 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 blah. The breakage, the raw RSS items in the deals feed often focus only on the price and deal status. The text likely says something like X game for 50% off, but might not explicitly state X game is an RPG. Ah, okay. Since our script filters the items based on keywords found in the title, description, or categories, if those keywords aren't present in the RSS item, the item is disregarded, leaving you with 0 suggestions. Okay, well, it's not even working then. Anyway. Don't want to be rude, but why bother? In 2 years, it will be like Sono. You won't have an app, which you will have an app, which you will tell what game you want, and you will generate on the spot. I mean, we're almost there already. I get it, Sin. I do get it. I get it. But, like, what's the point? You're asking what's the point? The point is just for me to learn. That's the point. Do you know what I mean? The solution. To make this filter work, you need an RSS feed that includes this. Is There Any Deal site has a custom feed option as seen in the screenshot, which is the perfect solution. Use the customize feed section, look at the deal section in your screenshot, click on the link in the sentence after you apply the filters or options in the deals list, copy updated URL to the input below and new feed URL will be generated. This link takes you to the main deals page where you can apply filters like genre, blah 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 blah, blah directly to the site. Generate the filtered link. After you set the filters on the deals page, is there any deal? The site will generate a new specific RSS URL that only contains RPGs and strategy games under your price limit. Paste the new URL, copy that. But I don't want to do all of this on Is There Any Deal? I want to do this across multiple games. That's ugh. So like, I don't know how to get around this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to go to isthereanydeal.com. I don't want to have to go to and do the filters and then go to a different site and do the filters and then go to another site and do the filters. I want to just give the URL and it does the filters. Like, how do I explain that to this fucking AI? To go to individual sites, apply filters. But look what happens if I do that, right? So like, after you apply filters or options in the deals list, copy the updated URL to the input below and a new feed URL will be generated. So I have to go here and then I have to look for Steam, price below. Why can't I put fucking max 20? Price cut, let's see. Oh, I mean 100%, 0 to 100%, I don't care about that yet. Regular price, don't care about that. Historical low, yeah. How much must I mean, at least, I would say at least 15 quid. Within, nah, we don't care about that. Regular price. Maximum is obviously, oh, that's the minimum. So I'll update it to less than 30, right? Price cut, anything between 0 and 100 is fine. Games. We don't need to exclude that, we can include that. Coming soon? No, we don't want that. Game, yeah. We don't want DLC package software or hardware. We want Steam. We want Epic. Do we want Epic? I don't even know what DRM-free is, by the way. And platform is Windows. EA Store. Yeah. Ubisoft. GOG. Fine. Features has trading cards. I mean, yeah, fine. Achievements. Mature is fine as well, yeah. Currently in a bundle. Was bundled in the past, never bundled. Yep. Reviews. I mean, if I look at my... Let's ask. I'm gonna ask my streaming bot here that I have. Thinking about types. of games that I play, what is the thing that I'm looking for? Is it called? What Steam Store score? Except, oh, do you know what I'm going to do? What should I fill these out at? I'm just going to say, what should I fill these out at? So it's not just as easy as going and setting up a site, I suppose. My Omniverse Battle Simulator is ready where you can fight anything against anything in place. Have you got like a link for GitHub? Is it like on GitHub, or where did you deploy it? You said Manus or something like that. If you got a link, pop it in our AI Discord. If you haven't been to the Discord yet, AI Discord, let's just promote the Discord whilst we're here. Go to Discord, join the community for By the Beard Fletch. That's me, obviously. Go to... No, what's this shit? Go to the chats here on the left-hand side, obviously. And then all you need to do is find the right chat, which is AI Labs. Start a new thread. Start a new thread here. And yeah, that's it. And then don't forget to pop in your ideas on this one, game build. So like if you've got suggestions for a game build, put that there. If you've got a game, so put the name of the game and then start it as a thread. Do you know what I mean? So that we can keep them all organized. All right, so here are Steam score. We want between 80, 85 and 100. Oh shit. All right. We want between 85 and 100, right? And then what is it saying next? It's saying Steam review count is plus 5,000. Holy mother of God. Minimum is 5,000 then. And then next is going to be between 75 and 100. Metacritic score between 75 and 100. And then next is going to be 7.5 to 10. I guess 75. And then Open Critic is 78 to 100. Holy shit. Oh. It's loading the filters here, look. Maybe I should go back and finish that. So that's... Oh, look, here's all the shops. Can people start typing what shops I should look at, right? Because I am not 100% sure here which ones are grey stores and which ones are not. I'm guessing Humble Store is fine. I'm guessing GOG is fine. I'm guessing Games Planet is fine. Like, I don't know what these little circle bits mean. What if I just ask fucking AI again? Which of these are not grey market stores, I guess? What do you call it? Not reliable. What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for here? Not reliable, but they're They're kosher, basically. They're above board. Look for the 420 shop. What is the 420 shop? Is that a thing? It's not there. 420. Ah, it's not there, man. What else is good here? I guess Ubisoft is good because we have a couple of their games anyway. I'm guessing this is a good one because it's across UK, France, Italy, and US as well. Epic, yep. Fanatical, Blizzard. Blizzard is pretty good. All You Play. I don't even know about that one. But I know what 420 is, by the way. Manus, have to pay for. Manus, you have to pay for it. Not the brightest part. I get what 420 is, by the way, but like I know what that is. Authorized safe retailers. It's saying, okay, so basically all of these are safe and the rest are not, basically. So let's just pop that into here. Yeah. Okay, so we can go with Steam, GOG. We've done that. Yeah, Epic. Microsoft Store. Right, done. EA Store. Did I click EA Store? I did. There we go. Ubisoft we done. Humble we done. Green Man Gaming. Never even heard of it, but okay. Fanatical. I've heard Fanatical is supposed to be a bit whatever. Games Planet. So I'll just do UK. Gamers Gate. What is Gamers Gate? There it is. DL Gamer. Okay. Dreamgate. Game Billet. Never even heard of that. GAME Billet. Where the fuck is that? Oh, there it is. A 2-game. 2. There it is. GOG, we got Mac Game Store, no, Win Game Store, no, Indie Gala Store, generally authorized, see note below. Ooh, what does that mean? Authorized keys, but avoid any old, oh, okay, so we'll just leave it. Authorized occasional mixed customer service reports, okay. All You Play, and then that one, okay, so I think that's pretty okay for now then. Fireflower? Never heard of Fireflower. Okay, go on. Zoom platform. Alright. Is Planet Play there? Avoid these. Okay, fine. Apply. Time. Fucking hell. Do you G67, do you get or 10 plus 9 equals 21? In what universe is that 21? No, I don't get it. The deal found, I mean, let's go from, I think, let's go from 2005, right? I guess. And then the deal expiring. Deal found 2 days ago. I think take all of these here. Oh, you can only take one of them? Deal found a day ago. Okay, that'll do it. So now we need to ask this thing. So, I guess the process... No, we should not remove the required categories filter. We need to keep it for two very important reasons. Handling generic feeds while you're setting up a feed for Is There Any Deal to be highly filtered, maintain resources like this. Okay. Right, so we got the URL now. We go copy, we do this, and do we do this? And then, what do we do? That didn't really work, did it? After you apply the filters and bundle, copy the updated URL into the input below. A new URL will be generated. So it's this one here. Copy link address. So that's what I'm supposed to put in here, right? And then say RPG. I'm going to refresh it. And then say RPG. And then I'm going to go 40 like that. Look at this, fucking hell. So, I don't think the filter works. So, going through all of that, Jesus Christ. Do I copy this? Copy link address. Clean. Either this doesn't work, or Is There Any Deal is not giving me the thing that I want. Oh shit, configuration saved. Fetching data now. Please take a minute. Please refresh in a moment for results. Holy shit, that worked. Let's see what happened in the sheet over here. So that's me, max price, categories. Okay, that's cool. So just, you shouldn't be able to submit without actually submitting categories, is what I'm thinking, obviously. Because that's loading suggestions now. That's interesting. So it does work. Alright, giveaways? Maybe I should go copy. Again, let's... And then go strategy. Can take up a week for the weekly update. What? Alright. I'm probably gonna end the stream in a minute, because I want to go and then get ready for later tonight, because I have to have dinner and stuff like that. But it's been a pleasure chatting to you all. I hope you've learned something about vibe coding and AI. It doesn't always give you the right answer, but this is the type of thing I want to be building. Serious? You lost again. That's hilarious. That link is not working, which is weird. Tonight we're going to be playing, by the way, if you want to come back later, I'm going to do a demo tonight. We're going to be doing a demo. We'll probably end up playing Deep Space or Whispers from the Stars or Tormented Souls or The Beast Inside. I think Tormented Souls, maybe, because Captain has played this as well. Sharky's played it. But I'm thinking, I want to play Deep Space 7. I think I want to play that. The ad looked great for it. Let's just watch the ad before I go, because this is what I might play later. And then you'll all be wondering, what the fuck is this guy actually playing? Where is the browser? Right here. Close this and this. I don't know where the thing is playing from. Ah! Oh, there. No? Alright, whatever. I can mute it here anyway. Let's close this off for now. That's how I start vibe coding sites, by the way. Just FYI, really quickly, in case anyone was interested. That closed. I can see all of the YouTubes, right? They're all here. Like, all of my windows are here. Silent Hill sucks. Does it? Oh my god. I didn't expect that at all. Why does it suck? That's a bit out there to say. Alright, we're going to be playing this later tonight. This is an independent action shooting game. Blah, 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 blah. Should be right up your alley, Sin. We watched the ad for this the other week. We'll probably play this later. Around 9 o'clock. I'll be back on around 9. 2 hours time, give or take. I have never played Silent Hill. Ugh, that feels very like Dead Space, doesn't it? I mean, I can play this or I can play something else. Yeah, that feels very like Dead Space. What do you think? Should I play this or should I play something else? That's enough time for you to work out how to give me points. Ha 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 ha. You should have points by now, surely. Yeah, no, I don't think I want to play this. I'm just re-looking at it. I just lost them. Ha 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 ha. Play Lust Academy. How about no? Yeah, Dirt. Yeah, we're not going to be playing that one. That looks, it just looks crap. Do you know what we'll do? We'll look at we will look really quickly at the, not the Killing Antidote, but what we love every game because we played the Killing Antidote already. Today's spotlight: co-op, golf, or action RPG. No, Explorer, Game Explorer, Discovery. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Roughly, get an email containing roughly 7, give or take, hidden gems you missed out on. I don't want to. I would rather create my own. I would really just honestly rather create my own. Okay, I'm gonna go into the newsfeed over here. Random photo of the hour. That looks cool. Things you can do in receiver. Platonic. One dog story. Can you guess the game? No. Do you know what we should do? We should probably look on Steam for demos. That's what we should probably do. Let's go to the store. What a featured. Scroll down. Where's the filters? Come on now, filters. Where are you, filters? Popular, you're gonna be. New and trending. Top sellers upcoming. How do you add? That's just, I just want to go to the store itself. Browse. Top sellers, new releases, on your wish list, store, blah, 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 blah. Demos! Alright. Let's have a look. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, that's still a demo? Wow. Roadside research. Dead as Disco? No, don't think we want to play that. Skyrim or the new one, Extreme... No. We should look together as a community. And I'm not playing porn games, and I'm not playing shitty games that you troll me with. Violent games, because you've played these tagged violent games. Resident Evil Village, we could download that demo. Oh, actually, didn't I install a Resident Evil downloader or demo recently? I mean, it's either that or, as a community, I vote for extreme. You're assholes, honestly. We could play Frostpunk. Or we could finish Hitman. Or, do you know what we're going to do? We're going to go back into the Long Dark. That's what we're going to do. We're going to play the Long Dark. Fuck you all. That's what we're doing. Playing the Long Dark. Talk to you later. What is Whispers in the Stars here? This has me.
This is an emergency distress call. Broadcasting from the planet Gaia.
An error occurred. Okay, well, that's good. We're not going to be... We might play this. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to play... I think we're going to play the Long Dark. Because I haven't... We still need to play that. Right. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll talk to you in a couple of hours. Take it easy. Good night. If you're not back, fuck you. If you are coming back, happy days. No, it's not democratic. He didn't start a poll. No, nothing. Actually, do you know what? Stop. Hold on a second now. Hold on one moment, right? Because if I look in channel, in the actual Discord, right? If we look in Discord and we go to events, tonight is actually co-op night, right? Has anyone in the channel that I'm talking to right now, has anyone actually downloaded any of the games? Sniper Elite or Abyssus or Aliens? You know, these are all co-op games. How do I filter by co-op? What about Halo? Some of us could play Halo together. You know, or Dead Space 3. That is co-op. Right, well, we could play Martha is Dead. I got bought this game the other night. Actually, I could play that. Ooh, because, you know, Sunday's meant to be... These are all random dates, by the way. Set in 1944, Italy. Is this a single player? This is a single player, look. All right, cool. Tonight's meant to be co-op night. That's what we're meant to be doing. You know, and... Can I filter by co-op? No, so cooperative, yeah. Right, so we've got 7 Days to Die, it's co-op. Abyssus, Fire Team Elite. I'm not playing Among Us. Backroom Survival. Your link in Discord doesn't work, you told me before. What link? This link? Oh, you told me before. Oh. That's a bit shit, isn't it? There's Dead Space 3, DayZ, content warning we could play. Generation Zero. I'd love to go back into Generation Zero. Halo, I've never played. Sniper Elite 4 or 5 or Sons of the Forest. Extreme Kim Dungeon. Fuck off, Sean. Valheim. All right, so one of these games, I'm going to actually pick Abyssus, right? That's what I'm going to pick. Because it's co-op night, I'm going to pick Abyssus. That's what I'm doing. Here's the store page, right? So if you want to go and get it, go for gold, right? Sunday nights are for co-op. Impossible Creatures is pretty fun Steam game. Now, so these are the games that I have that are co-op, right? And actually, do you know what? I didn't know I could do that in here. That's great. These are all the games that are available. Oh, I would. Oh, guys. Seriously, right? I seriously want to play this game, right? It's not expensive. It's not. It's only 12 quid, right? We were here together. I would love to play this, right? I would genuinely love to play this tonight. It's been on the list there for a while. I need 3 people max. I think it's a 4-player. I think it's up to 4 people. I'm not sure. It's 3 or 4. I can't remember. I don't know, right? I would love to play this. I'm just saying, right? So it's going to be one of 2 games. Trailer? This trailer looks amazing. This trailer looks cool. Here's the trailer here. It looks pretty cool. There's loads of like puzzles and stuff like that in it. I think it would be amazing. I think it would be really cool. We'll be in Discord playing it together, by the way. Or no, we'd be in Discord at the start, and then we'd be on the little radios that's on screen there now, just to get more feel for the game.
There's a way for us to escape, but I need your help. You will not stop me from lifting this curse.
It looks brilliant. I think it looks brilliant. Honestly, I think it looks really cool. I would love to play this game with some of you guys. Honestly, I think it would be really, really cool. So, Steam, yeah, it's on Steam. We were here together. We were here together is the name of it, right? And if anyone wants to play it, I would love to play that. Message me on Discord, whatever. That is the game I would want to play tonight if we're going to play a game in co-op, right? Sean, if you're up for it, I'm up for it, man. Play for a couple of hours anyway. I think it would be fun. Yeah. All right. Well, message me, Sean, if you want to play, and we'll get on a call and make sure we get set up properly later. All right. All right, folks, take it easy. That was today's stream for AI. I hope you've learned something. I didn't learn anything, honestly. And yeah, well, take it easy. We'll talk to you later. Good night. Be back on around 9 o'clock.